Now I really feel like I'm running a meth lab.
I'm like, I'm not even doing it myself, I'm just supervising.
You're Walter White, and we're Jesse.
Yeah.
You just tell us what to do, and we do it.
This is going to be the new Strange Parts shop. It used to be an indoor pool that never quite functioned. They filled that in with concrete. It's currently a pickleball court, which I think was set up for the real estate agent for the sellers to give some sort of idea of what you might do with it. But it's going to make a perfect workshop. However, we need to do a couple things before we start moving stuff in. The first is I want to finish the floors. The first step in that is grinding down the top of the concrete with a diamond grinder, which we're going to go rent from Home Depot.
All right. Let's go rent some tools. You stay here, sir. Even though you're dressed like a Home Depot employee. I don't know if I brought a level up. We might need a level.
Do you want to do...
All right, we got it. Finally. That took forever. Holy smokes. I don't think that could have possibly taken any longer. There are 3 people working the rental desk, and it requires all 3 of them to do anything. That was insane. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, okay. You'll probably see you tomorrow. You're just out cold. I would have expected you to bark. You're hot, but not that hot. Hi, bud. All right, so my philosophy when it comes to angle grinders and drills is you buy the really cheap ones at Harbor Freight. This one is $15, $14.99, and it'll last you a year or two, or last me a year or two. And you can get 2 of them, and then you can put whatever attachments you want on one and a different set on the other. And then when they wear out, you buy a new one for $15. It's great. And then for drills, you come down here. This bad boy for $30. Again, you can get a couple of them. You put a drill in one, screwdriver in the other. Good to go.
Oh, machetes! This one's $7.
Harbor Freight's the shit, man. This is a level for $15. Sweet. Let's give this a shot. I guess I'm supposed to just touch it down and leave it. Looks good to me. Well, this is much cleaner with the dust collector running. So this here is good. You can see it's still missing spots. This is ground here. This is not ground. And so we just want to keep grinding this down until we get everything ground all the way down. We do want to open up the pores so that the urethane binds. And so we need to get everything to a ground finish. So we'll just keep working it. I've got Sean and Billy with me today, my helpers. Do this right, because concrete silica dust is no joke. I have to read some instructions. So the plan is to use the big 10-inch floor grinder for the big part, and then use an angle grinder with a diamond cup wheel for the sections around the edges. There's some dips where the doors are And so this will allow us to get in tighter, it's smaller. Okay, here we go. Let's put a handle on it. We're off to the races, I think. So it's working. It's just very hard to get a smooth finish with it. So we'll see how much we can get done with the 10-inch and then come back and hit it with this as we need to. It may be an on issue, I'm not sure. I don't know. Trial and error, I guess. Well, we're back at it again this morning. This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. But I feel like we're finally starting to get the technique. I've got Billy with me who's behind the camera, and Leander's in there on the grinder. Learning all sorts of new skills, some electrical, some concrete grinding. We've kind of got this rotating cast of characters of a bunch of college students coming up in their spare time and helping me out build out the shop, and they're learning a bunch of new skills as we go. So it's a win-win for everybody.
I think I killed it. What did we?
I think I killed it. That didn't last long. I was talking about how these last for like a year or two, and not so much. Maybe the issue is that there's too much dust in there and it's heating up, but I think that's the shortest lifetime I've gotten out of a Harbor Freight tool ever. Yeah, it's totally fried. Well, that sucks. I was thinking maybe we need to go get one with a dust collection shroud, and I guess the answer is yes, we do. It's getting late. We are not gonna return this tomorrow. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. I think I might have to call and turn this into a week rental rather than, you know, a 2-day rental. Well, I have a new and improved angle grinding setup now. I think the issue was just the dust getting in around the motor and clogging it up and then it overheating. So now we've got this jerry-rigged dust collection setup. So this is a Cyclone dust extractor that just dumps the dust down in here. And then we've got the cheapest like shop vac thing from Harbor Freight that I could find. It's barely keeping up. But it seems that between the angle grinder and the big 10-inch grinder, we're actually getting really good results. This is looking pretty darn good at this point. So I ground this for, I don't know, 2 hours yesterday, and then I came back today with the angle grinder and just hit the low spots. For the most part, it's looking really smooth and good. I think we finally have a full system that works here. It's just a matter of putting time in on the big grinder. In terms of like the grind with the big one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares done, and we've got 10-ish to go. So, I don't know, a few more days. This is taking way longer than I ever would have imagined.
How many squares are left?
5-ish. So, it's Saturday at 12:30, and we've had the floor grinder for a week, and it is time to take it back. I don't want to pay for another day. It's like $200 a day. So we have rushed grinding the last 5 squares here. Get this thing loaded up and out of here.
it's bittersweet. I can't tell whether I'm excited to see it go or sad because we're gonna have to do the rest with the angle grinder. Billy's least favorite tool. Let me back up slightly more. Yep. Yeah. Or sideways is good, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
That's great. Never again. Never again.
No more concrete.
No more concrete. There's a reason none of us are in this business. I got quotes for like 8 to 10K for this, and I thought it was way too much. And I no longer think that. I don't know how they would have gotten this done in a reasonable amount of time.
Multiple grinders.
Yeah, I guess a lot of grinders. Yeah, an army.
All the grinders.
An army of grinders.
They'd have a grinder per square.
Someone should make a robotic grinder. Make a lot of money with that.
I think you should have done that.
Yeah, maybe for the next shop. This is the second to last shop. Yeah. Hopefully, returning it will be simpler than renting it. Because renting it took freaking forever. So you know how I said we'd be done with grinding concrete?
Oh no.
Boy, do I have a surprise for you!
Oh no.
I was just wrecked yesterday.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. So I keep saying it, but I think we're just about done grinding this stupid concrete. We finished Monday. Leander came and finished all the remaining squares. Now I'm just kind of going around and doing touch-ups. Just trying to get the surface texture as smooth as possible in a reasonable amount of time. So just with the big 7-inch grinder. So ready to be done with this. Yeah, never again. This is miserable work. It's gonna look good when it's done. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out. Just wanna make sure the urethane coat goes on well now. I'm a little bit nervous about that since it's like $1,500 in urethane. But we'll jump into it. Okay, it's time to get this party started. It is, I don't know, like 8:30 at night, but against my better judgment, I am going to try putting down the first coat of this urethane here.
I'm ready to go make meth. I mean, finish the floors. Oh, I hope this goes smoothly.
Oh, that wouldn't have been too bad if it had been earlier in the day, but it is now
11:45. Having someone else do the floors for $8,000 sounds a lot more appealing now. Ugh. Sorry to everybody who gave me quotes for not going with you and not believing how much work this was. But I think it's gonna look good. Sure hope it is anyway. Oh. So it is 1:50 the next day, and we're gonna go check to see how cured the floor is. And I've been told by the Foundation Armor rep, which made the urethane, that the best way to test whether it's ready to recoat is to step on it with just your sock and see if it sticks. So we're gonna go give it the old sock test here. Just testing with my hand, it didn't seem overly tacky, even down that way, so. Maybe a little tacky? I don't know. Very slightly. I think we could probably prep to recoat. Just hoping we're not screwing it up. But it is very dry here, so maybe that contributes to it. They did say higher humidity makes it take longer. And I've got the heat cranked to 72, so let's get suited up here and we'll start mixing urethane. You're in for a treat, Billy. Little do you know, you think that's the amount of PPE you're gonna wear? We have a whole bunch more.
Oh, do I have a paint suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is mine. We're gonna be cooking.
Yeah. We're gonna look straight out of Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
apparently I tore the ass out of mine.
That's so you can use the weapon.
Yeah, clearly. All right, let's get suited up here and we'll jump into this.
There's a whole arc of the show of them building the super lab.
Oh,
They
really?
hire a bunch of Germans.
Yeah, I would recommend those if they don't fog up on you. They're definitely the safest option, but they
Oh.
may fog instantaneously.
I'm ready to cook.
If anyone's interested, I have a pre-trained concrete finishing crew available. Just hit me up. They love it. They love doing concrete finishing.
Now I really feel like I'm running a meth lab. I'm not even doing it myself, I'm just supervising.
You're Walter White, and we're Jesse.
Yeah.
You just tell us what to do, and we do it.
But Jesse knew he was cooking meth.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, I think, I don't know if I'm jinxing it, but I think we can declare this done. Like, done.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you guys so much for your help, and thanks to everybody who helped who's not here today. This was definitely some serious teamwork.
I don't want to cook any more meth, Scotty.
Congratulations to Jay, who's our winner of the Bamboo A1 combo printer. Check your email. I need your shipping address, and I'll get this out to you in the next couple days here. Thanks to everybody who entered the giveaway. Better luck next time, and hopefully there will be a next time. I imagine that I'll have stuff in the future to give away, so make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to stay tuned for future giveaways and all of our exciting adventures coming up soon. I'll see you again next week.